Thank you. So first, we were really happy that the highest ranking ambassador in our system on gender and women's issues holding an event with Sudanese women in Geneva that is happening concurrently with these talks. The totality of the U.S. strategy on Sudan is much more than just this initiative. We are also very committed to supporting the Sudanese and African Union-led political dialogue. We are committed to supporting the role of women and youth and investing in the capacity of civil society in the country. And consistent with that, our ambassador, Rao Gupta, has brought together an incredibly talented group of women who both have technical expertise on issues related to the talks and advocacy. I met with them, as I did with many Sudanese women and civilians ahead of the talks. We are continuing to engage with them and other civilians during the talks, though there's not formal participation. This is an ongoing dialogue with the Sudanese people that informs our strategies and priorities, as well as, of course, having a local knowledge of things where many solutions come from the people, much more than they're going to come from us. But we can help put some international and diplomatic pressure behind that. So that's a core value in U.S. foreign policy. And certainly the Biden-Harris administration has put a huge emphasis on our engagement and support of Sudanese women as part of this strategy. They will be the first to tell you they don't claim to represent or speak for all women, but they do bring important voices into the room. And we all know that while all the Sudanese people have suffered, certainly women and girls have borne so much of that suffering and continue to. And it's important for us to remember as we prioritize issues that can be worked in the broad breadth of the Jeddah Declaration implementation. Hearing from the people helps us understand their solutions we may not have seen and the priorities that are felt most on the grassroots level. And that comes to your last point. Our message is we have heard you. The message has been clear. You want to see greater action on the issues of silencing the guns, getting food and medicine to people, and protecting civilians. That is part of a longer-term effort to ensure the civilian democratic transition that was the dream of the revolution in 2019. We need to have that inclusive civilian dialogue that as part of that process. This effort is an urgent, time-limited effort to get to cessation of violence and implementation of the Jeddah agreements. We've built a diplomatic coalition that we think can help to enforce that. We are doing what we can with the virtual engagements with RSF and SAF. We would be able to do much more if SAF sends a senior delegation. But our message to the people, as you've been heard, we are doing what we can, and we're going to continue to push until the people of Sudan have the dignity, security, and future that they deserve.